scrimmages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, it all starts the first of 6 on this Super Wildcard weekend, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Denver Broncos. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup at 9.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Get it! Hawks, ready!
Once more with Harvey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The free safety rolling all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Broncos 1st down.
Come on.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Pat to 60.
Nix to the air. Setting up the screen for Harvey. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
18, Pioneer. Check, hurt. 70, Timberwolf. Dragon 60. Go.
Here's Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 34 yards. And the Broncos will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Looks good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the the sack. Work to be done. And Richardson back to throw it. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tougher rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Richardson going on 4th down. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey taking it in for 14 yards out. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple. Now Richardson. The kick here is complete. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Richardson. A short one there caught by Warren. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Richardson looking to throw. That complete to Downs. This 2nd and 4. Richardson out of the shotgun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Richardson. Now he'll touch. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matter.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into over confidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Panther 11, ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw, here's Nix. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. 65 cat, 65 cat. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now it's Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
To throw is Nix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this one over the back line of the end zone, where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's Richardson to throw. On the out route, he's got Burks. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Richardson looking to throw this. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing Nix. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready.
Nix from the shotgun. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now Lutz for the field goal try. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Richardson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. He'll try to do it himself. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunky yardage to pick up. Head scratcher.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Come 19, come 19.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at the yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 25-yard line.
Richardson working from the gun. A short one there, caught by Warren. 7 yards there and a first down. Looking to throw. Richardson. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. picked off by Riley Moss. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Okay, ready?
This is 2nd and 8.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Lion. Panther 11, Panther 11. Pioneer. Ready, ready.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Hardy. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play almost perfect second half. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Here's a 2nd and 8. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This taken in by Downs. And he's got this down to the 35. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now a 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Richardson. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. From the shotgun, Richardson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Richardson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Come on. Ready.
Richardson will throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
14. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Jalen Waddle, 49 yards. And the Broncos add 6 to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
What's good on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
70, 19 light.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's second down. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Now this has been swung out wide for Taylor.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A gain of 5. And the Colts first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
19, 18.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now Richardson. Over the middle, it's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Richardson going to change the play here.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll look to throw again. As intercepted again, it's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers would vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Let's go now. Check, man. Check, man. 70 lying.
Here's Nix. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Here we go. Check. 19. Go.
On the handoff, Harvey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hold it ready.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw, here's Nix. Gets it underneath, here's Harvey. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Ready, set.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Bronco 80. 79 Broncos.
Nix to the air. A short throw to Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Our first carry for Najee Harris. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now it's Nix. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
For the Broncos field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw. Not complete to Downs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Richardson out of the shotgun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Nice, go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let go.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Here we go, here we go.
line.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10
Go, ready.
at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run again with Harris. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 3rd down and 13. Harris running straight ahead. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Come on. 18, 70 Lions.
They're going. It's Nix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper in at 2nd and 1.
Let's go now. Go.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this